right? Again, he's squishing my head. I don't like it. I'm gonna get that pressure, relieve it a little bit. Again, when I'm here, if his arms are committed, okay, I'm in a disadvantageous position, but I'm not in a lot of danger, right? He can squeeze, he's in a good spot, he's in a resting spot, okay? Until he starts moving, until he starts opening up a little bit, I can at least gather my thoughts, right? So I can take my time in making that space. Now, if I want to start looking for my frame, I can, okay? He doesn't like that, so he goes to the other side of my leg. All right, I'm gonna strip away, keep my space, stay in control. Okay, now, if he's doing what you were suggesting, where he keeps his hips down, right? His knees are up, his butt's down, okay? Get your knees to my body and your butt down, I'm in side control, thank you, okay? So he's sitting here, and I bridge into him, and I try to pull him, and I can't. None of this is working, okay? I'm gonna go to my plan C, okay? So I'm gonna take that arm that's controlling his bicep, or his tricep here, and I'm gonna go over top of him, grabbing his lat. I'm bending his head down. If his head is up, all right, and he's able to keep his arm or his head attached to the back of my arm and start moving me up, I'm in danger now, right? So I need to be moving to get my arm down, my shoulder down, keeping space between my neck. I'm looking to grab something here. No gi, it'd be his lat, right? It can even be his sleeve on his far arm. I actually prefer the belt because I want to use his hips anyway. And I'm going to do the same thing with my hips that I was when I was on the bottom. So maybe I already sucked him with that once. I'm going to start trying to re-guard him, get my knee in there, okay? And I'm trying to get him to move towards my head. You see, as soon as I feel him get near that north-south, that foot's gonna come to the ground, I'm gonna bridge and I'm gonna put that elbow right into his belly. Come up on top, right? And again, I'm set up to attack that arm. Make sense? So again, if I'm grunting, if you have to hold your breath, you're probably not getting him moving enough. This is exactly where you went, oh yeah, before. I'm getting moving one way to use that, to use a different move, right? As opposed to trying to just do one thing. Right.
Does he have to be going for like that snowplow?
No, not at all.
So if his
he can be in a regular side control.
Okay.
Right? I was just poking in the eye. That's the move we had done before, so I was trying to chain them together. But even if we're here, right, and nothing's been working, I can't get my knee in, but I can get my arm over the top. As long as I can get his head down, I'm in relatively safe position. If he starts to get his head up and starts attacking my arm, I need to be ready to bail on it.
Yeah.
Right? Whether it's to drop in front of his head, I'm still in danger here, but not the same type of danger. Or ideally, I want to get my frame back in, rip his ear off a little bit. Right? Now there's a lot of space here for me to re-guard. Cool? But that's my goal, is I want to get his head down, control this arm, keep it attached to my head. Right? I don't want to make him think that this is trapped anymore. I just want my arm there. I want him thinking he's putting pressure. Okay? And I'm trying to re-guard him, getting his hips to move towards my head. And then when I'm ready to attack, I bridge. Up and over. And that far arm, I'm pulling. Whatever I've got, that's why I like the belt, because you get a real good wrestler that's good at keeping their base. I might have to flip his hips over. Right, that belt gives me that little bit extra. Okay, and I'm still shrimping my hips out. Right, because if I just try to explode, just bridge and stay there, if I don't thread the needle, we get to that tipping point, and I'm gonna fail, because I'm the one that's got my hips pointed at the sky. Cool?
Yeah.
Questions? Give it a shot. 1, 2, 3.